Okay, so I finally unlocked all the general action fusion skills. So I wanted to go through them, kind of give you tips on how to use them, and we're gonna start off by showing off limit change. Now, if you've been playing for a little bit, you probably have realized that limit change is probably one of the most broken general actions in the game. I can show you guys real quick. It is pretty cool. What it does is boosts your overall stats, but it also gives you unlimited stamina. So not only can I emergency dash forever until I run out of VP, I can do weapon actions for an extended amount of time too, especially if they don't use femto or use a lot of femto. This thrust move with limit change is pretty broken, and people are using it to farm the secret boss. Well, farm everything really. This with fist is really good, but you can kind of really use this weapon attack on anything. Now you do run out of VP pretty fast, but if you can heal through it, Iris will heal you. If somebody else is healing you, you can really be a pretty crazy DPS. Okay, the next one I'm going to show you guys is Detonate. I'm not sure if this one is worth using. I guess we might find out here. You can only use it when your armor breaks. Now, it might be more useful if you grind the fusion factor passive that gives you more HP. But I don't know. Let's try it out. It takes all your femto and it like knocks me out of it. The more femto you have, the more oh, I didn't even know you could die in there. The more femto you have, the more damage it's supposed to do. But yeah, maybe someone else could figure it out, but but I don't think it's worth it. The next one I'm going to show off is Grappling Chain. This is one of my favorite ones as of right now. It's really good with the heavy sword. You can use it to pull enemies, and you can use it to pull yourself to enemies. You can't pull, of course, big bosses, but you can pull yourself to it. It's really nice to close, to use to close the gap when you're using something like heavy sword or maybe even mace. The next one I'm going to show off is Auto Dodge. Auto Dodge automatically dodges attacks while you have it activated. It uses a lot of stamina, but it is pretty flashy, and you're kind of like, not immortal, but you're kind of invincible while you have it active. I don't think it's worth it. Maybe level 3 it is. When you have more stamina, it'll use less stamina, or if you have a stamina-based build. I might be sleeping on it, but as of right now, it's not my favorite. The next one I have is Stealth Camouflage. When you use it, enemies can't see you. It does work on bosses. If you attack, they'll be able to see you a little bit better. But to me, it's best to be used in like open world when you don't want to be bothered by enemies. I don't think it's the best. I wish it kind of gave you access to grab attacks, but it doesn't. Even reacting, they kind of like see me, but they kind of don't. They're kind of just shooting everywhere. It is a fun skill to use. I definitely think it's better in co-op. And, you know, using a sniper, you can kind of pick people off and choose your target. You have a little bit more time. So it's not a bad skill at all. I just think there's a lot better ones if you're looking for straight damage. But it is fun to play with. The next one I'm going to show off is Barrier Burst. And to be honest, this is one of the coolest looking ones to me. Especially when you see someone else do it. But you absorb damage and release it as this big AoE blast, and it pushes everything back. It's really sick. It's really cool to see. I'm not gonna lie. I definitely would recommend it if you want to use close range builds. It's pretty cool, I'm not gonna lie. Here's another very cool one in the game, Subjugation, that lets you take over enemy immortals. It does work on it does work on enemy strays, and they will start attacking your enemies for you. I only have level 1, I think you can do up to like 3, but it's pretty cool. Here's another interesting and cool one, it's hack. You can hack enemy machinery, you can even hack cars.
Damn it!
Ah! They let me do it.
Not like this!
They actually do pretty good damage. Obviously, they were tearing me up. But they'll stay on your team for a while. Hack also has this interesting description where it says they'll let you disengage things blocking your path. It might be worth trying to look around and look for panels that you can't activate and try to hack them. I haven't tried that yet, but it's an idea for sure. Another one I just got is Roar. I'm not sure how effective you guys are going to be able to tell it works in this since I'm the only one here. But Roar just gets aggro. Again, this is probably really good in co-op if you want to go with like a tank build. Plus it's pretty cool Roar. But yeah, it just gives you aggro. Probably really good if you're playing co-op and your teammates have like long range or they're more squishy, but they're high DPS glass cannon type builds, and you use Roar on a tanky build. You could probably do some really cool MMO like mechanics. Optic Laser is one I already showed off. It is really just, you know, Optic Blast, Cyclops. It does a lot of damage, but it makes you blind. It is not great. I don't know if it's worth the damage to be blind for so long. It's not bad. If you have an enemy in the down state, that is when I would use it. Try to get a good shot on the weak point. It does do really good damage, but I don't know if it's worth being blind that long. I mean, if the enemy's down, you can still technically kind of see. I don't know. I don't think it's as bad as people say it is, but I don't think it's, again, when you're comparing to all the other general actions, there's probably better one. The next one is Caustic Blood. You use HP in order to drop blood. Puts him in a down state. And it does acid. Probably really good on the heavy builds with high HP. Really cool. It's my first time using it. But yeah, I would definitely maybe use it on it could be good on sniper builds too if enemies get close. That's how the boss uses it. So, but I think it would probably be better on a heavy build with high HP. Those who played the first one, you know this one is a classic, but we have good old Mirage. Mirage will use whatever weapons you have to attack the enemies. I feel like they're not as smart in this one. If you have less than 30% HP, they do get a damage buff. You guys both get a damage buff. So some people are running like Mirage with a high HP build with a low VP, so they can kind of do double the damage with their Mirage and them being buffed. When you're in this yellow state, that's when your damage is buffed, or you see the VP 30%. Like, but Mirage is Mirage. It's really good on any build, really. Um, there's no wrong way to use Mirage. It's definitely a safe pick. The next one is Blink. Again, you vets might know, Blink is a little different now. You have a lot of movement with Blink now. Blink is another one that you can kind of put it on anything. I definitely would recommend being on a speedy melee build is probably the way to do it, but it would work on ranged builds as well. Whether you have launchers, snipers, being able to get the freak out of the way so fast is nice. I think the worst thing to use it on is probably like the bow, because it uses a pretty decent amount of stamina. So to do this and then use bow, but remember you can still use your femto to get around. But yeah, Blink is there's no wrong way to use Blink. Here's one of my favorite ones, and it's Magnetic Field. It's the one Void uses. Not only will it pull enemies, but it'll also pull projectiles. It is actually really cool. Let me see if I can get him to shoot at me. The only problem I have with it is it takes a long time to do it. But it's really good. You could probably use this with anything. A launcher build, cannon build, railgun, heavy sword, like grenades. Like, you pop that move and you just kind of the ultimate crowd control. Again, the only problem I have with it is how long it takes for you to use it. But it's really good, and again, it even works on bosses. I did it just really for on stream the other day. But yeah, just a really good, cool move. You activate, it's weird because you activate it and then you can like run around for a bit. You'll see it charging, and then you'll shoot it out. But yeah, it's really cool. I'm hoping when you level it up, it has more range and maybe it comes out faster. But yeah, that's probably my favorite one. But that is all of them. Most of these skills you get from the bosses. You get the fusion factors from the bosses, but there are some that you get from enemies in the open world. Again, remember to check your fusion factor and fusion skill list and wish list the ones you want. Here's a tip. I definitely would go out your way to get some of these passives. The HP, grab reach, depending, all these are really good, and there is no limit. You can eventually unlock all of these fusion skills. But yeah, that's it for now. More videos on the way. Hopefully these help. If you had an idea, the game does do a good job of telling you what these things do. This video is again more for new people who are interested, or people who kind of want to see it right away and see how it works, or want ideas on how to use them. So you guys be safe. More on the way. I'll be streaming soon. Yeah, peace.